everyone. Recently we went to Horror Nights. Whoa.
Yeah, recently we went to Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios. Did we say Hollywood?
No.
Hollywood.
Let's start over because that was messy. Yeah.
Do we need to?
Yes.
Go
Hey
ahead.
everyone. I thought you were gonna do it. Oh my god. Fail.
Hey everyone. We just recently. Go ahead.
I thought you were gonna say hello too.
I'm leaving all this in.
Hey everyone. Recently we went to Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. And
it was so fun.
It was very fun.
It was
we
very
took
fun.
some video of the mazes and
We'll probably just kind of
video of our trip down Universal Walk. And we'll kind of like splice it in between, I think, each one that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned because it's going to be kind of like a review / vlog because it's going to show the past us and then present
us,
which will be past us for you as well.
Yeah, that's whoa.
Okay, so we got there. We got to Universal Studios.
Let's start off by we got up early.
Like, you got up at 4:30.
I was up at 4:30 because I've got the dogs. I've got to do the dog thing. But then we were on our way like right around what, like 6?
There you are.
I look scary.
Oh my god.
My eyes look really.
Horror Nights, Universal Studios.
We're on our way to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, we took off from our area. It took us about what, 2.5
2.5 hours to get there.
To get to Universal Studios.
There was no
area.
traffic. It was a Sunday, so that's another thing. We went on a Sunday, which
Are we sharing that, or are we keeping that for ourselves?
who cares?
So we went on the weekend.
Got there pretty early.
Please take the parking ticket. Please enter following the path.
Tell me what to do, Devil. We checked into our hotel. Wow. It's like a little mini apartment. Nice. But whatever, it was nice. The place was nice. I met Vin Diesel. He's a lot shorter than I had thought, and a lot quieter than I had thought.
We checked into the Hilton, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, it was a nice place.
It was really nice, except that since both of us forgot our phone charger, we had to spend way too much for a
Oh my god,
brick
I wish I would have got video of that.
and the charger wire. They were sold separately, and it was awful. So
Do we want to say how much?
it was more than the food at the Hilton. But it was the food was delicious there.
We decided to get some lunch since we're going to need to keep our energy up. So let's get to Universal Studios.
We got to the City Walk, and it's been a while since we've been to the City Walk. I think about 2 years since the last time we went to the Universal
just
Studios
about.
Horror Nights because we were so disappointed the last, I guess, 2 years ago. So we went to the Universal City Walk, and we walked around for a little while. We decided to check out Voodoo Donuts, which was really cool. He got a hat from there.
I love my hat, by the way.
We sent him in. The line wasn't long at all. The donut man
The wait
outside was
wasn't-
adorable.
Oh yeah, the big
Like Donut Man. Voodoo Donut Man.
I'm all.
So he went in. The line wasn't long at all. We were there very early, though, because we had gotten to Universal Studios very early. He went in and picked out a couple donuts for us. A normal donut.
I got a normal safety donut just in case the awesome, crazy looking donut wasn't actually that good. I want to catch your reaction.
Oh my god, it's adorable. God, it's filled. It was delicious.
It was amazing.
Surprisingly, the filling went with the chocolatey taste very well, and I was very surprised and very happy. Pretty good.
Yeah?
Was it weird with the jelly?
No, but good. I didn't get nothing.
A lot of sugar, though.
A lot of sugar. A lot of sugar. It hits you.
Anyway, so we went down at around, I think it was 3 o'clock.
Just about 3.
And
yeah.
it was way too early because we were, well, no, it wasn't. It was before that. We went around 2. It was still way too early because they weren't going to let anyone in for early entry until 5 o'clock. We kind of like chilled on a bench for a while, just kind of watching to make sure there wasn't any lines.
I bummed out on a bench and fell asleep for a little bit, took a little nap.
Yeah,
but
that was good for you too.
It was good. It was good. It was nice hearing the sounds of Universal in my ears while I napped.
And it wasn't a bad temperature either.
No, it was good.
It's
we
fine.
were like super early enough to where we got into the front of the line.
We were basically the first in for the night. Of course, there were people in there from day and night combo, but we were first in line.
Yeah.
Waited for a little while. It wasn't that long of a wait. And then they let us in, and we went, obviously, down to the lower lot.
All right, we're in. As you can see, Christina's already on a mission. Yeah, look, there's Beetlejuice.
Hey, take your time, don't rush.
Oh, shit. He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I would stop.
Yeah, we would stop, but she's on a mission. We're going to Trick or Treat or Stranger Things first. Let's see which ones are open. Look at her, she's on a mission. She can't be stopped. Hun, where are we going? No, she says no.
We went into the Stranger Things maze like that.
Hey, we're in Stranger Things line. You did it too.
Oh, at least the air felt nice.
There's that smell. The old Universal smell. Yeah.
And the ambience of the Stranger Things maze, standing on the outside, we could just feel it.
Sounds awesome.
We were so excited to get in. Everyone, I think.
One thing that I thought was cool was they handed you a ticket. And at first I was like, what is this for? It was a raffle or something. What is this? And then, it was just like you're walking into a movie theater, I think, because somebody else just grabs it
before you go in.
And there was no importance to it at all. It was just there for the feel. And that was pretty cool. I was like, wow, that is cool.
There's a place of decay, yes.
Go, go, go!
There's nothing to be afraid of. It's reaching out to you, so don't turn away from it. There's nothing to be frightened of. It's reaching out to you, so don't turn away from it.
No more.
Yeah,
Really cool music playing in the line while you're waiting.
I think that's the maze that everyone was really looking forward to be
Everybody's
honest.
really pumped.
So if you're gonna go to that one first, because that's gonna be the one that's gonna get packed up more.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
the wait times were around 1 hour after people started settling
Yeah, and we
in.
were in and we were out. And to review the maze, we liked it, but it wasn't the best maze there. I mean, this is going to be our review, so here's some spoilers. I mean, let's be honest. There is a lot of Demogorgon just standing there and coming out of things, which is cool, but it's a lot. There's not a lot of scenes that you see in the show, because I believe this is based off of the first season only. There's not a lot of scenes that you see from the show in the maze. You see the Winona Ryder character, you see Hopper's character, you see 11, and that's basically it.
I wanted to see the kids.
There were no kids.
I wanted to see.
I would love to have
Steve.
seen like their rendition of more of the Upside Down, where there was like more of the gunky stuff everywhere, more of the lights, more of like sparks and stuff like that. You know how they have like the kind of like the ashes going up. I know they can't like recreate ashes, but I mean, if they put lights in a certain way,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe they could have created an effect.
like but I would have liked to have just even wandering through like an area that looks like the Upside Down. That would have been cool.
But overall, I mean, it was a really fun maze. I really enjoyed it for what it was. And I think the stuff that they did do, there was a lot of detail to it. And
I wish they would have had the Barb scene in there.
yeah,
That would have been a cool thing to add. So go ahead and watch it and tell us what you think about that maze.
Okay.
So the next maze that we ran to was the Trick or Treat maze, because trick or treat.
yeah. All right, we're here at Trick or Treat. Is this Trick or Treat? That line was like nothing.
It was as well.
We breezed through that one like in. It said like 15-minute wait.
No.
It was like a 5-minute wait.
Yeah, they had, the kind of like theme playing, and it was just
The music.
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
The house, and it had like the ghost sheets on the outside with the props of the first house
Yeah.
in the movie. We went in, and it was just so well done. It was handled with love. You could tell whoever created that maze really put love into it.
A lot of detail.
A lot of detail, and it felt just like the movie did. Like, it just gave you that Halloween feel that you just, I don't know, just fills you with warmth.
They said we could record. We actually got to go through it twice.
Yeah, because we were G's like that right there.
Yeah. So I think, did we go immediately after, or we went somewhere then?
Well, no,
came
we
back
did
to
all
it?
the mazes in the lower lot and then came back. So, go in, and they have like a whole principal scene with the boy, and always check your candy kind of a scene.
Very important. Always check your key.
And then they have
One thing I thought was cool in each scene is it would say like what you're entering
Yes,
into.
it says
and
the
was
principal
highlighted. It was
and-
really cool. That
like
was
just like the transitions were in the
In the movie,
movie.
yeah.
So like Meet Sam. What else? And then there was like the whole werewolf scene, which was my absolute favorite part of the maze because they had amazing makeup effects and the scare actors in that part were so awesome.
Whoa! On
Like,
point. Every time you'd come around the corner,
oh my
they were
gosh,
right there.
just like half transition in their costumes for Halloween and like just being wolf. That is, whoa.
Did you guys see that?
We almost died. So, yeah, it looked really cool. And then they also included the American Werewolf in London wolves that they had for the American Werewolf in London maze that they used a few years back.
That was awesome.
And I think there was like 2 or 3 of them in that scene, like the
but
American Werewolf in
They needed
London.
them because of werewolf.
Yeah, it was perfect for
perfect.
it. So if you didn't know, you would just see them as werewolves, but they were the American Werewolf in London werewolves too.
Yeah, they were.
Which was cool. So we went into the area where the bus driver was in his old house, and they had like the stairs with the glass and the razor blades and the candy. We saw, I think, the Sam on the top of the ceiling.
That's when I didn't notice it at first. So the first time we went through, I'm looking and I catch it right at the end. I'm like, oh hey, there's Sam, and it's like doing something up there. He's crawling on the ceiling.
Yeah, like it did in the
I'm like,
movie.
okay, cool. Second time around, I was ready for him, so I pan up. And I'm looking right at Sam, and bah, gets me right in the eye.
Spits
He
him.
squirts. He's a squirter.
Oh my gosh, he spit water in his eye.
Right in my eye.
It was great. My little Halloween heart is happy.
Wow, I got it shot me like right in the eye. And it squirted.
Are you okay?
Like no, literally got me right in the eye.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I didn't know either. I slowed down and I filmed it, and all of a sudden it was just like boom, got me.
They screamed behind.
I think
it's filmed.
It's on there. I'm like, he got. Anyway, it was funny. It was great.
And also, there's this whole scene with the kids on the bus as well. It has like their crash scene, like the area down.
I don't think I really realized that's what I was looking at. I was
Really?
too busy trying to make sure I was filming stuff. That's the downside of filming is you kind of live the whole experience through the camera lens.
We should have went through a third time without the camera. And then there was what's her name? Rhonda was down there with her pumpkin.
Okay, yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
and then we went into another room that Sam decorated with his lovely scrawl, his words on the wall, and like that flaming pumpkin. It was a great one, and I mean, I'm tempted just to go back and be like, can I go through the trick-or-treat maze again and again and again and again?
Can we just live in the trick-or-treat maze?
I could live there forever. So once out of the trick-or-treat maze, I purchased a trick-or-treat Horror Night shirt.
All right, we've got 2 mazes down, and it's not even 7 o'clock yet. I think we're kicking butt. We found some merch. Got a trick-or-treat shirt, and we're on our way to the first Purge maze. Yeah.
Oh my god, look at the little Chuckies.
The little Chuckies. Look at that little Chucky's. Don't leave me. She tried to leave me.
Which I wish I had with me right now, but we can take a picture of it, video
in
of
the
it.
car?
No, it's in my room. Full video of that so you guys can see what I got. And the line like that was fast. I was able to pick up my size early on and we were good because sizes sell out really fast. So if you're not buying things really fast, you're going to lose out on the sizes, which was a problem for one of my friends later on. So we went to the Poltergeist maze.
I liked it. I had fun.
I thought it was like full of nostalgia actually.
Yeah,
because
no, I was remembering everything from the movie. Like,
it was the house. It looked really good. I felt like it was also treated with love. The scenes that stick out to you as a child were in the maze. Mm-hmm. Like they had, the clown, and they had.
Did they have the kid with the braces and the wires?
I'm not remembering what you're talking.
Isn't that the movie where the kid is sitting there and like he's like brushing his teeth or something, and then something happens? And,
Is that a sequel?
Chris would later find out that it was the sequel. Now I gotta go watch them.
Yeah, we're gonna watch them after this. So they had what's her name's voice going on throughout it, saying Carol Ann. What's her name? I can't think of it right now.
We'll flash
I feel like
it
a
on the
terrible
screen.
person.
We love horror, but
We don't
I'm
always
bad with
remember.
remembering names.
In this house, but it was strong enough to punch a hole into this world.
Yeah, she was there, and there was the TV, and then you kind of like walk towards a static TV as well.
What do you look like?
I don't know if I actually got that on camera, but
It was an arm comes out
Yeah.
for you, and then we went into the kitchen where they had the chairs all stacked, just right out of the movie.
I was hoping one of them would.
I was actually hoping that too,
Jet
but
across,
I didn't
but-
think there was space for that, especially with us walking through the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I didn't see how they
Something-
were going to be able to pull that off.
It sprayed me! I looked back.
It has from the very beginning.
Random skull at the end. That was pretty cool. Yeah, no, that was really good.
It was just, kind of like creepy and nostalgic. I just liked it. It was a really nice
was fun.
feeling.
It was
Nice
fun.
feeling. So we went over to the Purge after that, and they had already been letting people in line.
On to the purge. About to get purged. charge.
We tried to find the psychologist, was it? The doctor?
I swore I found him, but he was in the...
He didn't come out until after we were already in a different area in the line, which kind of stunk because we couldn't tell him the password. So
Well, he was in the fast pass lane.
I think
He
so.
stayed there.
Maybe so.
He stayed there,
Well, I guess. You get the perks, right? You pay the money, you get the perks.
I guess.
Unlimited freedom. No rules, no fear of punishment. A night where you can unleash your pent-up emotions without consequences.
And then we went inside, and it kind of felt like they weren't quite ready yet because there were still scare actors getting into place when we
Yeah.
walked through. And also, there was someone walking out when we walked.
Kind of poked him in the eye.
Well, I mean, there were sheets
Sorry.
in the way.
Yeah.
There were sheets in the way, and we couldn't really make our way through. And then there was like 3 people walking out backwards. So I don't know what happened with them. I hope they're okay.
Something tells me he wasn't part of the maze.
We were walking in, and it was, you know, it was set up just like, I guess, a apartment, I want to say. And you're kind of like walking through, and people are coming out and trying to stab you in the throat. And and like,
I got really good. Yeah, you'll see it. But there's this one part we're walking through. And it sprays water
yeah,
at you.
right in the eye. I got it.
And it was, I wasn't even ready for that. I was like, oh.
There were,
pretty sure-
I mean, actually, this year, I feel like this is the first year that, not specifically this maze, but it might have been in this maze. There were like a couple, maybe 2 or 3 times that I actually got startled. And it was just because I was not expecting them in a certain corner.
When they slit that, oh my god, look at all the water all over my phone. When they slit that chick's throat, it freaked me out. I was not expecting the spray. That was awesome.
And then, I don't know, it was just really cool. We saw some, I mean, cool kills in there.
Yeah.
There were some cool, like, masks.
That was another enjoyable one.
It was just fun.
I actually wanted to go through
I wanted
it
to
again.
go through it again too, but you know, time didn't permit, and we needed to do some other
We needed
mazes.
to get up to the top lot. So we forgot to talk about the horrors of Blumhouse Maze. It's essentially the Truth or Dare movie and Unfriended. It was okay. Here's some video of the maze.
Tell the truth or you die. Do the dare or you die. Use the plan or you die. Just follow the rules.
Pieces. It took him a week to find his pieces. The sacrifices were placed in pots.
Please, Laura, it wasn't us!
So we pretty much did all the maces down at the lower lot.
The only things that we didn't do were the 2 scare zones that weren't even open yet.
Yeah, we got here so early that none of the scare zones were open. So we're heading up to the top again to see the opening ceremony. All right. Which we didn't.
Which we didn't.
That was sad.
Because
It
I
got
guess
full.
they were at capacity and they weren't letting us go back up. Because we went through the trick-or-treat maze again before we went up.
Maybe if we wouldn't have gone through the
Maybe
trick-or-treat
not.
maze.
But it was so quick. The line
Wow.
was so quick. And then we went up the escalators and we saw the beautiful sunset on the mountains.
Took an awesome picture.
And then we went up and, I mean, it was so early. We were like, well, let's go up for the ceremony because it's going to start at 7. And I think by the time we got up to the upper lot, it was like 6:30.
Yeah.
And then they didn't let us in. And we were kind of sad. And we're
I
like,
was a
oh,
little
well,
sad.
let's go to the Terror Tram.
Yeah. So we're kicking Horror Nights' butt today, and we're hitting up the Terror Tram right now, and there's no wait really.
Let's wave goodbye. Bye.
Oh, what will you find when you get off the tram? Some naughty bad doggies with big saws in their hands. Mean pit bulls and bulldogs. You'll scream and you'll shout. And be sorry for asking who let the dogs out. Next stop are some friends that you just have to meet. Cannibal animals with a taste for
but I'm
sweet
vegan.
meat. They'll scare you so bad you'll jump out of your skin.
They don't like vegans.
You'll
huh?
check in.
Okay,
but
then
not
I'm
out.
chilled.
But the Kill Bill is in. Then up to the tippity top, where some scarecrows are planting a frightful new crop. Planting dead people, they give off quite a stench. It's frightfully delightful. The Scarecrow's revenge. To fly through the sky is the greatest of feats, except when bad clownies won't stay in their seats. They cause such a ruckus,
I'm
they
not
burst into
thinking get off.
flames.
I'm not getting off.
It's a real...
I'm not getting off of this thing. Are you crazy? My cholesterol won't let me go up that hill. Okay, hey guys, hey, how's it going? You guys know that I love you guys, even the ones with the annoying little blinky lights on your head. But y'all gotta get off. I'm sorry, I'm not going through any of this. I do not get paid enough. Bye, get out, let's go. Come on. We have enough dead weight on this tram already. Bye, don't let the tram hit you down.
Hey, just get ready, dog. Come here. Go, come here. Hey, us.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Oh my god, that was awesome. Hey, it's different. Wow. That was a good one. That was awesome. Picture time. We do this like, yeah, we do this every time we...
Is it even recording?
Yeah, I think it's recording. It's recording.
And then we stopped by the Bates house, said hi to Norman and his
He killed
mama.
me.
And
He killed me.
yeah, he asked if he should kill him. I said, yeah, sure.
She was totally fine with that.
I was very fine with it. And then I said goodbye to Mother as I left, and it seemed like Norman appreciated it. He looked at me when I did it.
Grown man, Norman.
I'm like crazy. I'm like saying goodbye to Mother. It just seemed like the actor appreciated me saying goodbye to Mother. And then we went and we finished the Terror Tram.
All right, now on to Scarecrow's Revenge. This looks pretty crazy.
Almost got a shovel to the face. What is that?
Nice try.
I was actually wondering why he didn't stab me.
That was awesome.
The host on the Terror Tram was fun. The video on there was really interactive with him, and it was cool. So we got off of the Terror Tram and we went up. Well, we got some water. That was our first water purchase of the night, which was
expensive. It was $3.50.
$3.50, not as bad as $5, but
there was a bigger bottle that looked really nice, and that was $5. And I was like, no, poor people water, $3.50.
So we went up back to the upper lot, and where did we go after that? We went straight for the Universal Monsters. So we went through some scare zones.
Took an awesome picture with you looking pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, at the UV light.
Yeah.
So we went through the trick or treat scare zone, had some cool pictures up there, awesome werewolves up there, awesome kids in the costumes, and then we went into the Universal Monsters, and that was not a very long wait either. It said 30 minutes, but it really wasn't.
No,
and
it felt like 15 minutes.
We had fun in line with the UV light. And then we walked in, and that was my second favorite maze of the night, because you could tell that it was also treated with care and love, and whoever built it loved those monsters, because they included so many classic monsters. And I mean, we had Dracula, and they had some really cool imagery for Dracula.
Yes,
and
there was really cool stuff in there. I was actually liking that section the most.
Even in man is pure heart like day.
Yeah, that's not your favorite section. They had the Invisible Man even for like a split second, and then they had the Mummy section, which was awesome. It was just a great ambient feeling and nostalgic and just creepy, and all the monsters were amazing. Then after that, we ran. We were
trying to go to the Walking Dead, right?
We were gonna go to the Walking Dead, but Universal said it was temporarily closed. Whatever that meant.
For a long time.
Whatever that meant. So, and you think on Horror Nights
they would want that one
should
up.
be open, and supposedly, I mean, we haven't gone to it on Horror Nights, but supposedly the Walking Dead maze on Horror Nights is expanded a little bit. I don't know if that's true or not because we didn't get to go. And then we went into the Halloween maze. Dr. Loomis is amazing. And they got a really good scare actor for it.
It was good not having to wait 2.5, 3 hours for...
I think it was more than that. I think we're blocking it out of our memory. These scare films are kind of merging. And then we went down to get something to eat. I wanted a milkshake, so we settled for a horrible place.
I love The Simpsons, and I've never been in any of the shops there, and I was like, hey, well, actually, you spotted this milkshake at the Krusty Burger place, and I was like,
it
okay.
Costed like as much as the Hilton.
It was so
lunch.
expensive to eat there. I don't think we paid that much ever for a meal at Universal's until that
you
day.
can see the disgust on my face right now.
The
milkshake was good, though.
We won't be going to that one again, but that's how you know. You gotta try. You gotta try them all. You really do. There's one place I like to go to, but I want to learn which ones are really good. We're gonna try that. What is it?
Whatever.
The B place, the taco truck.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Beeman's taco truck.
That one. Called. It looked good because our friends stopped by and actually were able to eat something there, and that looked good. We met up with them finally there.
I'm recording.
Hi! 4920. What the hell? I thought I was the only one dancing, but I'm not.
Oh, jeez.
We got to relax at the end of the night, kind of relax. We went back down to the lower lot. You guys rode on
The Mummy, which was great, and the Transformers ride, which is also great.
Is it a roller coaster?
It's more of a 3D thing, but but my dumb brain was like, ah! I felt like I was on a roller coaster.
I would have anxiety on it probably.
It makes it feel like you're moving. It does. It really does.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
I had fun.
Where are we going, Rachel? Hello. Hello. We're on the scene at Halloween Horror Nights 2018. Rachel. Can you tell us what you're seeing here?
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty foggy, and there's some camouflage. I can't see much of anything.
Oh my God! I almost fell. Be careful. It's rough terrain. It's like a Cypress Hill concert.
Oh, it was good.
That was pretty cool.
Probably the best scare zone in the entire park was the Holiday Hell one, where we went through and there was every holiday.
Oh yeah, that was
the
actually
best
really cool.
scare zone.
Yeah, it was like another maze.
It was like a maze, yeah. Trick or Treat scare zone was like my third favorite. But we got to take pictures there.
One thing that we were trying to do throughout the night, every time, was like I've been wanting to see the Jabberwockies every time we go to Universal, but we never make it. We always miss it, and by the time we're done with our mazes, we're just so burnt. Actually, made it this time.
The one thing that I really liked during it was when the guy was dancing with the laser.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was cool.
This year's Horror Nights was really good. It was successful. They were very creative mazes. They, a lot of the mazes, you could feel the love that was put into them, the care that was put into designing them. The only thing that I would recommend is maybe a little bit of work on their scare zones. That's basically it. I would just say maybe this, oh yeah, and the Toxic Tunnel was just like, in my opinion. So, I mean, that would have been, those couple of things would have been cool, just new, more scenes for the scare zones. And yeah, right? Mm-hmm. But other than that, it was an amazing year. And if you go, make sure you go early. Make sure
you're hydrated.
Make sure you're well rested.
Eat good. Don't eat junk food.
Eat well. And rush down to the bottom lot, start with the Stranger Things maze, because that's the one that everyone's going to, because that's the popular show.
Yeah. And if you don't care about any of that stuff, then don't listen to anything we said.
Thank you guys for watching. Oh. If you guys have gone to Horror Nights, let us know what you guys think. How were the lines for you?
How were the mazes? Maze?
Yeah. What was your favorite maze? How were the mazes for you? What did you like the best? Do you agree with our opinions? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.